What's up, Panther Nation? Welcome to Buzzed Panther, your source for all things Carolina Panthers and Charlotte Hornets. We are here to preview Week 11, Panthers versus Falcons. Falcons opening up as a 5.5 point favorite, over/under set to 45.5. Both of these teams coming off of disappointing losses. The Panthers probably more disappointing than the Falcons, losing 17-7 to the Saints, taking us to 5-5 on the season. Falcons, a little bit better of a showing against a strong opponent, losing 31-25 in overtime to the Colts. This is a big game. And if there was one game that really defined your entire season, this may be the one. We're sitting at 5-5. The NFC South, as crazy as it sounds, is still a possibility. We still play the Bucs twice. We have a tough remaining schedule, but this is the kind of game that you have to win if you still want to keep those playoff hopes alive. And I think a lot of that comes down to Bryce. I made a video on Sunday after the Saints game talking about, how Bryce, that may have been the nail in the coffin there. I think he'll still be the starter next year just because of where we're at, where our draft pick is going to be. But I do want to pull up a clip of Tim Donnelly from ESPN 99, The Fan. I think he did a really good job summarizing how some of us Panthers fans feel, myself included. So roll the clip. Take a look.
Bryce Young this week has been in the crosshairs because the team around him wasn't good enough to win despite of his low production, or in spite of his low production, like they were against the Packers. And when that happens, there is a fervent and dedicated group of Bryce Young defenders that I'm not actually 100% sure how large the contingent is. I don't know how many people are out there, but I can tell you they are loud and they are vocal and they are really loyal.
Yeah. I mean, what do you say? I felt this way, like Tim said, after the Packers game. I don't think Bryce necessarily underperformed against the Saints compared to what he had been doing in previous weeks. This offense, if Rico is not rushing for 100 plus, sometimes even 200, there is no offense. And that's partially on Dave. I don't think he's calling the plays that he needs to. We're not pushing the ball down the field. I think Bryce's confidence is knocked. I think that's why he looks so good. Second half of last year is that he got rolling a little bit. He felt confident in that deep ball. And when I'm saying deep ball, I'm not even saying, Bengals level deep ball or what we're seeing from Puka or JSN with Seattle. I'm talking like 20-yard throws, like those medium to long throws. None of it is happening. The only time we're getting Tet involved, obviously we did have that one like 25-yarder where it was kind of, a play where Bryce had to move up in the pocket. Tet improvised a little bit. All the times we're getting him involved, it's those quick little slant routes. That's all we're doing. So if the run game is not there, I have not seen anything from this offense, to make me confident in where this team is headed. But with all that said, if there was a time to prove that you can truly be the guy, Bryce Young, this is the week. We are hoping that Rico can put the whole team on his back. The defense can force some turnovers like they did the first time we played the Falcons. But if they can't, can you step up and show what you showed last year, second half of last year? Push the ball down the field. I'm not asking for 300 yards. Can you throw for 220? 220, 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown. Can you show that you have the ability, when other things around you aren't absolutely perfect, to execute the plays to win this game? I'm pulling up stats here. Penix ranked 21st in pass yards. Terrible. You know who's worse? Bryce. 25th in passing yards. Penix last week, 12 of 28, for 177 against the Colts. Bryce, 124 passing yards. 124. 2 turnovers. You can technically say 1. He had the fumble. Maybe you count it, maybe you don't. But then at the same time, you have that interception that got called back because of the roughing the passer. That was going to be an interception whether that flag was thrown or not. That pass was horrible. And then the interception that actually counted, maybe one of the worst throws of his entire career. So I want to root for Bryce. I wear a Bryce Young jersey in almost all my videos. He is the guy. Seems like a great human being, and I want to root for him. But unless everything around him is perfect, it doesn't look like he can compete at the level of not even a top 10 quarterback, not a 15 quarterback. He looks like a borderline backup. Not even a great one at that. When you see people like Jacoby Brissett. I know they haven't been doing great, but Marcus Mariota, I think is a backup. He's shown signs of being more than what Bryce Young is currently. So I want Bryce to be the guy. Haven't seen it yet. This is your time, Bryce. Go show me something. We want you to be the QB1 in Carolina for the long haul. That would make all of our lives way easier. We wouldn't have to do a full reset again. But we'll take a step back. I got 3 keys to the game to wrap up the video. Number 1, win on the ground. If we can win on the ground, we don't have to rely on Bryce to go out there and be Robin, because he's not going to be Batman. But if we can win on the ground, if Rico can do what he needs to do, if Chuba can come in when necessary, Trevor Etienne, if he can come in, third down back, and make something happen, I think that really sets us up in a positive way. On the flip side of that, shut down the run game. If we force Michael Penix to throw, I think this is the same game plan the Falcons are going to do towards the Panthers. If we can force Penix to throw, he's made bad decisions with us in the past. We look at the game earlier in the season, forced a couple turnovers. Keep Bijan in control, and I think we have a good shot at winning this. And then number 3, this kind of ties it all in together. Penix and Young win the turnover battle. No stupid interceptions. Bryce, if you're going down, take the sack if you can't get away. Do not put the ball on the ground. I'm not as concerned with fumbles from Rico or Chuba. This is mainly a Bryce Young thing. Do not turn the ball over. If there's not a window, throw it away. If you have to take the sack, take the sack. On the flip side, J.C. Horn, Lathan Ransom, Trayvon Moehrig, get those turnovers from Penix. We've seen it from him throughout his career. He hasn't been as bad this year, but he makes some errant throws. Get pressure on him. Scorton, get pressure on him. Princely, let's force him to make those bad decisions, and let's pick the ball off. 5.5, I don't agree with the spread. I would put it more at maybe 2.5. It is a home game for Atlanta. And I think, coming off that 30-0 that we put on them early in the season, they're going to be fired up. I think we have a legitimate shot at winning this one. Maybe saving the season. Bryce Young, we will see. As long as we play the game that we play, we've got a shot here. But who's the judge? We will see. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll be back on Sunday after the game with an overview of what happened. Hopefully it's a positive video. The last one was not, but we will see. Panther Nation, appreciate you as always. Buzz Panther. Catch you in the next one.